Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Okay, so today's video is going to be a little bit different from, the regular politics and news and whatever else I do on this channel. Today's video, I am talking to the brothers, the men today. And the topic today, let's get right to it. The topic today is erectile dysfunction, okay? And the reason I am talking to you brothers about erectile dysfunction is because I keep getting questions about the topic, okay? And in case you guys don't know what I do, when I'm not on this channel talking to you guys about politics and news and everything else, I study herbology. I deal with homeopathic medicine, and I study nutrition and so on and so forth. So I help people deal with their illnesses. I help people get the body back into a state of repair from different illnesses, okay? So the topic today is erectile dysfunction, and one of the reasons I'm talking to you brothers about it, it's because I keep getting questions about it from both men and women. Sometimes the wives come to me and they said, I need some help, and a few brothers as well. I find that the brothers are very embarrassed about this issue, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Sickness happened, okay? So let me just, so here's the deal, right? When you take your vehicle to a mechanic, right, that mechanic will never be able to fix your vehicle if they don't know what's causing the problem, right? If your engine is blown and you take your car to the mechanic and they can't find what's causing the car to malfunction, then they'll never be able to fix your vehicle, right? So when you go to these doctors and you're having erectile dysfunction, a lot of these doctors don't know what's causing the problem. And so they don't know how to fix it, right? And that's why a lot of men don't know what to do, and that's why a lot of men are taking Viagra and all these other nonsense, because they don't know how to fix it, because the doctors can't figure out how to fix it. So if you go to the doctor and they don't know what's causing your problem, they're not going to be able to fix your problem, okay? And so that's the problem right there, okay? So what they do is they give you something to treat the symptom, right? But they're not fixing the problem. So what is causing erectile dysfunction? Okay, so there is stress. Life happens. Men do get stressed out, right? That could be one cause. But one of the major cause of erectile dysfunction, my brothers, is a lack of blood flow to the penis, okay? Lack of circulation, or poor circulation, right? And when you're having poor circulation, it means that you're having some issues in the arteries. Arteries, yes. And when you're having issues in the arteries, your erectile dysfunction is not the only problem you're having. You're also having, God forbid, you might have a problem with strokes. You might be having you might be in a pre-diabetic stage, or you might very well have diabetes, and you're at risk for heart disease. So all these things have to do with what's going on with the heart, the arteries, blood flow. They're all connected. They're all connected. So if you're having issues, brothers, with the penis, understand that that is just a symptom of a bigger problem that you're having. So you don't want to sit there and be embarrassed and wait until that problem get out of control, because if it gets out of control, you're in trouble, okay? So understand, when you're having erectile dysfunction, you need to take care of it. You need to take care of it, because you might be having issues with the heart, strokes, and everything else. All right, so that's the problem. So we're going to talk about what you're going to do to fix this problem. Let me see something here. Okay, how do you fix erectile dysfunction? How do you fix it? Well, you got to clean up the arteries. You got to clean up the arteries, okay? Now, doctors give you pills, all right? And the problem with that is pills don't fix anything. They treat symptoms. They don't fix anything. And what they do is they give you issues long term. They give you long-term side effects, okay? So I'm here to give you some natural herbal remedies that is going to fix your erectile dysfunction naturally, okay? That doesn't compromise your health in the long run and give you side effects, all right? But let me talk a little bit about something else. You brothers, when you are in your teens and your early 20s, you're able to, you know, do the do multiple times a day with the ladies, right? You run from one lady to the next, right? And you're able to get it up and get it off and keep it moving, right? Unfortunately, when you reach the age of 30 on up, your body does not produce sperm every day anymore, okay? When you're a teenager, when you're in your early 20s, your body produces sperm every day. But when you reach the age of 30 and over, your body's does not produce sperm every day anymore. It produces sperm every 2 to 3 days, okay? So what that means is you can't be running around with every Mary Jane and Susie Q, because what you're doing is you're putting a strain on the prostate, which is going to be a bigger problem because you're at risk for prostate cancer, okay? Which can be an issue with erectile dysfunction as well, okay? So that's why we're going to put the prostate issue with the erectile dysfunction together here, okay? All right. So from the age of 30 on up, understand, brothers, that your body does not produce sperm every day, okay? That's just what it is, all right? Because you're getting older and things change, your body, your diet change, you're not eating right. I mean, come on, let's face it. A lot of us are not eating right. A lot of us are not eating the right food. We're not getting the right nutrients inside of us. We're getting older, age happened, right? So when the body is not producing enough sperm, all right, and you're having sexual intercourse multiple times with multiple people all over the place, what a lot of men don't understand is that you're putting a strain on that prostate, okay? Because the prostate is responsible for producing that prostatic fluid, okay, that produce the sperm, right? So yeah, you're going to be putting a strain on the prostate, and that's what a lot of brothers are suffering from: prostate enlargement, which leads to prostate cancer, right? I've dealt with a lot of brothers that are dealing with prostate enlargement, okay? And if you dig into the past, you realize that there's a lot of promiscuity going on with the ladies, okay? When you reach a certain age, you got to slow down. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but unfortunately, that's how the body is right now. You got to slow down, otherwise you're damaging the prostate, okay? Now, let's face it. A lot of brothers are not eating, as I mentioned, not eating healthy, right? What we have available to us is a lot of processed food. People are addicted to sugar, and so on and so forth. So we need to be honest with ourselves. A lot of men are not eating healthy. You guys are eating a lot of processed food, okay? Pasta, fast food, rice and beans, and all this, just food that are clogging up the arteries, And when you're clogging up the arteries, you're going to have problems all over the place, all right? So the first step into keeping into fixing this erectile dysfunction, number one, the first step is to maintain a healthy lifestyle, okay? My recommendation to brothers who are suffering from erectile dysfunction, aka ED, is to maintain an alkaline diet, okay? An alkaline diet is pretty much anything that comes from a plant, okay? Plant foods. That's what you should be ingesting. A lot of plant foods, and get away from these processed food like pasta, burgers and hot dogs and buns and bread and sandwiches and just the fast food and stuff like that. That's what is clogging up the arteries and causing a lot of my brothers to have prostate issues and a lot of other issues, digestive issues and so on and so forth, okay? You gotta stay away from the processed food, guys, and do flushes, okay? Cleanse. A lot of my people are not doing cleanse. A lot of you guys don't even know what a cleanse is. A cleanse is something that's going to clean out the system, have you go into the bathroom and getting rid of all that crap, all that junk, all that garbage that you have sitting in the colon. It's going to go in there and loosen it up and clean it out, all right? That's what you need right? You don't want anything clogging up the system, okay? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the what we need. What do we need to fix this problem here? All right. Okay. Brothers, you're going to have to invest in juicer in a blender, okay? I talk to a lot of brothers and they don't even have a blender in the house. Like, I don't have any blender. You need a blender or a juicer or both, okay? And, you know, you can go to Macy's or even Walmart. You know what I mean? These things are not expensive anymore. You can get a juicer, I mean, you know, a good price, maybe $50 or something, you know. But you need to invest in a juicer, all right? Because if you're going to take care of your erectile dysfunction or just your health overall, you need certain appliances to help you. Because I know we work and we don't have time to sit there and do things with our hands. So we need a little bit of assistance with, you know, appliances, right? Okay, so what we need to help get rid of erectile dysfunction, brothers, we need things naturally that are going to enforce circulation throughout the body, right? We need things to promote circulation in the body because that's what's causing the problem with your penis. There's a lack of circulation, right? Which is slowing down the flow of blood to the penis, right? So what you need is you need things that are going to promote the flow of blood because your blood is supposed to be, naturally, your blood is supposed to be moving, right? Constantly. There shouldn't be any restriction in the blood flow, okay? If there is any restriction in the blood flow, then you're going to start having issues with the heart and everywhere else. So you need natural things that are going to promote the flow of blood throughout the entire body, the heart, the arteries, you know, so on and so forth. So what I'm holding here is ginger, fresh ginger root, right? Now, you guys can go do your research, but ginger, fresh ginger, I'm not talking about ginger powder, okay? Not talking about ginger powder because, I noticed that everybody is into powdered and pills. Like, every time I tell somebody to take some herbs, the first thing they ask me is, okay, which pill should I take? Which one of the herbal pill? No, you need to take raw herbs. You need to take, your herb should be taken in its raw form. That's where the nutrients are. Enough with these powdered stuff, all right? You're not going to get much medicinal properties from all these powdered stuff, all right? So when you're using stuff like ginger, like fresh, like ginger, you need your ginger fresh because what you need is you need the juice from your ginger. If I were to put this in my juicer, I'm going to get juice from this. And the natural juice from this, right, it has a chemical in it called gingerol, okay? And if you turn this into powder, you're not going to have that chemical in there anymore. You need fresh ginger because that chemical called gingerol, that's what you need to help with the clearing the blockage in the arteries, okay? So you're going to get a blender, a juicer, and you're going to put your ginger in your juicer, and you're going to get juice out of it. A lot of people don't know that ginger has juice. Yes, there's a lot of juices in ginger, man. All right, put them in your juicer. Put a cup underneath there, and you're going to see a lot of juices coming out of your juicer. All right, so that's what you need. You need the natural liquid from your ginger, and that's what's going to help. You also need some limes, which I don't have in front of me here. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Right? You need some limes. You're gonna juice your ginger, right? And you need about 2 tablespoons of your ginger juice, okay? You can keep the juice in the refrigerator, all right? Don't keep it in there for too long because it'll go bad, all right? Okay? So you need 2 tablespoons of ginger juice, okay? You need a lime, 1 lime, okay? You're going to cut that in half, and you need 8 ounces of water, just some fresh water. You're going to put your 2 tablespoons of ginger in that water, squeeze a lime in there. You need a little bit of turmeric, which I don't know what happened to my turmeric, but here's turmeric right there, right? You need a half a teaspoonful of that, okay? And if you don't have the powder, which I don't really care for the powder, You can get fresh turmeric, okay, and juice them just the same, or blend them up, all right. But if you only have this, you can use half a teaspoonful. Put that in your glass, okay, along with your ginger, okay, and your limes, and you're gonna mix that around. Just mix it up nicely, okay, and you're gonna drink a glass of that every single morning. Oh, with a touch of cayenne pepper, okay? Yeah, just a pinch of cayenne pepper. Now, I'm not done yet. Okay, what you also need, brothers, is an herb called ginkgo. Ginkgo. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that herb, okay? That's a man's herb, all right? Ginkgo. And there's another herb called horse chestnut. Horse chestnut. You can just throw that in Google and Google it, and it'll pop up, and there are places that you can buy these things from, okay? There's another herb called stone root, and there's another name for it, which is called Calenzonia, all right? But the more popular name for that herb is called stone root, okay? And that particular herb helps with vascular integrity. It helps to strengthen the veins, okay? The arteries, all right? Help to strengthen those arteries. And all of these herbs helps to maintain blood flow, okay, throughout the body, all right? And it also it build the sperm, all right? They do. All of these herbs help to build the sperm, okay? But the main purpose is to get the blood flowing throughout the body, and so that's what these herbs are going to do for you. So you're going to be drinking your ginger, your turmeric, your lime, and a little pinch, just a pinch of cayenne pepper. You're going to mix that in an 8-ounce glass of water, and you're going to drink that every single morning before you have anything else to eat, okay? Listen, I don't believe in eating breakfast, but that's just me, okay? But before you eat anything in the morning, that's what you should be drinking, a glass of that every single morning, okay? And your diet is very important. You have to clean up your diet, brothers. Do you know why black men are the main, I don't even like to use the word victim. I do use the word victim, but let me not use the word victim here. You guys die twice as fast from prostate enlargement, which leads to prostate cancer. So you guys dies twice as fast from prostate cancer. And it's not because you guys are horrible people, but according to the research, it's because unfortunately black men don't have access to health care. And let's face it, brothers, black men don't really, y'all don't really like people messing around with your butt, because in order to find out if you have prostate cancer, you have to get a prostate exam, right? And which means that the doctor has to go up there, right, up the rectum, and feel around up there. And unfortunately, that's embarrassing for a lot of brothers. And so a lot of black men don't like to get prostate checked because it's embarrassing. I don't think any men, especially straight men, don't want to get that type of exam at all. So and so that's why a lot of brothers dies faster, because you guys are not getting your exams, okay? And a lot of the times when you have prostate enlargement, you don't know what it is because you haven't gone to the doctor. So you might find that you're urinating very often, or you're not urinating at all. You're having issues with urination, and instead of going to the doctor, and I'm speaking from a personal experience I have with this one patient. He had prostate enlargement for an entire year. He did not go to the doctor. He sat around with this issue, and he suffered with this issue for a long time, for an entire year. And when it got so bad, he ended up in the emergency room, and he found out that the cancer, it turned into cancer pretty much. But unfortunately, he sat around with it for too long. He was too embarrassed to deal with it. you know. So brothers, don't be embarrassed. If you're having issues with the penis, man, go to the doctor. Go see a doctor. That's one of the reasons why black men are suffering the most from prostate cancer. It's because you don't go to the doctor. You're embarrassed, or you just, hey, I don't want a doctor messing around back there, and that's understandable. But your health is at risk. Okay, so you got to go to the doctor and get checked out. Seriously, if you have to go see a female doctor, go see a female doctor. You don't want any man touching you back there. Go see a woman. But you got to go get your prostate checked. If you're not going to get your prostate checked, for God's sake, at least clean up your diet. One or the other. You can't just not get your prostate checked and then you're getting up every day and eating all kind of garbage and you don't care about your health. Okay? So maintaining an alkaline diet, a plant diet, plant foods, fresh plant foods, man. Okay, like what the people in the Caribbean eat. You know what I mean? They get up, they go in the backyard, and they have the plums, the melons, the coconuts, the yams, the banana, the this, the that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Fresh foods, fresh plant food that grows on a plant and a vine. You know what I mean? Not the processed. I'm not talking about processed vegan burger either. Okay, not processed vegan cheese. No, fresh food that you can grab off of a plant, a tree. You can't pick vegan burger off a tree. you can't get a vegan bread off a tree, or vegan cookie, or vegan whatever. You need fresh plant foods, okay? If you're gonna be cleaning up your diet and getting rid of erectile dysfunction, you need to maintain an alkaline diet, all right? And like I said, ginger and turmeric, okay? Become familiar with these two things right here. These are the best herbs for circulation. I kid you not. Ginger and turmeric are two of the best things. You see, these are so popular. I mean, you walk into any supermarket and these are everywhere, right? The best thing for circulation. They clean up the blood, okay? And they keep the blood flowing, all right? And that's the main issue when you're having erectile dysfunction. Is that you're having issues with the blood, all right? So ginger root, the fresh one, not the powder. You need the fresh ginger root with the juices, okay? That's what you need, the juices, because you need that chemical from the juice, okay? All right, so I hope I was able to help. All right, now if you're not able to, let me name these herbs again. All right, you need an herb called ginkgo. I know I said these before, but I'm going to say it again. You need an herb called ginkgo. You need an herb called horse chestnut. And you need another herb called stone root, okay? Stone root. All right? You need to mix those three herbs together. You need to boil them. Put them in a pot on the stove. You need to boil them for about 15 minutes. And you need to have 3 cups of these herbs every day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. At night before you go to bed, all right? That's what you're going to need. Come back to me in 90 days and tell me how you feel, all right? But when you first wake up in the morning, you're going to have that drink with the ginger and the turmeric and the lime and the pinch of cayenne pepper, okay? You just need a cup of that, and you just chuck it down in the morning. You wait an hour, and then you start drinking your herbs, okay? That's it. That's going to help you a lot, all right? So I hope that answered the question for brothers and sisters who wants to know how to fix erectile dysfunction. The main problem is your diet. I cannot stress that enough. If you don't clean up your diet, you can take all the herbs you want and it's never going to be fixed, okay? Because your illness begins in your digestive system, okay? That's where the illness begins. All illness begins in the digestive system, guys. Remember that, okay? That's where your problem goes, all right in the digestive system. All the stuff you're putting down there, okay? So you got to clean up the digestive system first by eating healthy foods, all right? And then take these herbs. Now, a lot of those herbs comes in tincture form, okay? If you can't find them let me just show you guys something. Now, when I say herb, I'm talking about these things, okay? See, these are the raw herbs right here, all right? There you go. Look, raw herb, okay? I'm not talking about the pills or the powder stuff. These are raw, dried herbs, okay? I have tons of this stuff in my house. So when I'm telling you to take herb, I'm not telling you to go take some pills or some powder. I'm talking about this. And you're going to get these things, okay? There are tons of herbal stores all over the place, no matter what state you live in, or if you can't find them in your state, they're online. Look at it. There it is. These are dried herbs, raw dried herbs, okay? That's what you need to get. And you're going to make them into tea, all right? And if you can't find them, sometimes you will find them in these bottles of tinctures. Okay, this is a bottle of oil of oregano that I have here. Okay, this is very good for the immune system. If you have an upper respiratory infection, this is very good for that. All right. Anyway, so if you can't find some of your herbs, you can get them in this bottle here. It's called a tincture, a herbal tincture. All right. All right, so I hope that helps for those of you brothers suffering from erectile dysfunction. I kid you not. This is the natural way to clean it up. You need to clean it up. Clean up the arteries. Get the blood flowing, man. Get the blood flowing. And take care of, your diet. Your diet is the key. Your diet is the key. Even when it comes to prostate enlargement and prostate cancer. Your diet is a key, but you also got to make sure that you're not damaging your prostate with all these, running around with all the women, okay? Especially those of you brothers over the age of 30. All right, you can't be doing that, you're putting a strain on the prostate. And you trying to do too much, if you know what I mean, okay? All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Give me a thumb up.